Hello, dear friends. This is Domas. Welcome back to the Walking and Talking channel. Today, I'm in the forest and decided to record one for you here. Kind of a heavy morning as I had a deep chat with my mother since my parents are visiting and some trauma is coming up, especially probably after making the video yesterday about parents and family. And I get into these quiet modes when my parents are around, and I'm just not giving out too much energy. I don't know, it's probably like some way of attention seeking, and probably I'm gonna have to have a even bigger conversation with both of my parents today. And I don't know, family issues, family troubles are something like it's hardcore. It's something that's in the roots. It's something that I'm always trying to resolve, but it seems like I don't get anywhere. It seems like my life is quite chaotic, and it gets even more chaotic when I start talking about these things and start digging deep into the roots of family. And it's like this discomfort is kind of like, it's a yucky feeling, something that I'm trying to resolve, but I just seem to never get anywhere, and just kind of agitate myself more, and maybe even others around me, So I decided to go for a walk and see if I resolve something with you guys. So if you have any advice on how to keep, healthy relationships. I'm not saying good, I'm not saying positive. I'm not saying happy-go-lucky. It's more like, how can you really change things? Of course, it's talking about it, but what is happening when you're scared to talk with your closest people? You're scared to bring up old wounds that are important to you because you're hurt, and you're still hurting, it feels like. Still, I can't stand the conversations that are about nothing, I can't have these small talk conversations that are just, to me, it's about nothing, it's about empty space. It's like never hitting the target, it's like talking about daily things that don't have any weight to it, it's not digging into the subconscious mind, and it's not digging into the things that, other people are good because they can point out things to you that you don't see, and I've noticed that with parents. It's my fault that I'm not saying certain things to them, because they probably are waiting for me to say something to them, but I'm closed up because I think that they won't understand, but when I say things out loud, they do hear it. I have to give them that for sure, because I don't know, parents might be more understanding now, but it's just the fear. It's just a kind of, I don't know, you're kind of scared to get beaten again, you know? You're kind of scared to get hit and, you know, get shouted at, even though, you know, we're way past that point now, you know? It's just, it's in the mind. It's like it brings me a lot of anxiety and stress, to be honest. So I feel like I want to run away from it, but then at the same time I want to deal with it. I want to embrace it. I want to dive deeper into it. So I resolve it. But it's not that easy, you know? When you feel like you're the black sheep of the family, you know? It's really tough, you know? And it's about how you feel. It's not about how things are, you know? It's like really the feeling that you're getting when you're with your family or when you're away. It's like, how do you feel in general? Like, do you feel like you belong here? Do you feel like you are a part of this world, a part of this family, or do you feel like you've been like expelled or, you know, exonerated? Is that the right word? When, you know, some people get like exiled, that's maybe the right word. You're in a remote island, you know, you've been exiled. That's how I feel, you know. Like that feeling changes every once in a while when I'm with them. But yeah, today's episode is about this. So if you have any thoughts, any comments, any suggestions, any advice, do let me know in the comment section. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, so that's what it's all about today. And every time my parents are visiting, it's like a good time and a bad time, because they're gonna leave, so it's going to be sad, and at the same time it's going to be good because I get my space back. But in the beginning, that space was not mine, you know. It's my parents' flat, so, you know, I still feel like an invader, you know. So in these moments, I feel like the best thing for me to do is to leave, you know, is to go to another country, go to another place, just do things on my own, and I don't know, like exile myself even more, you know, separate even more. Instead of moving closer, I want to move further away and make the relationships worse, you know. I don't know, maybe I'm a negative nanny or whatever the name is. The negative Nancy. Maybe I'm that type of person, you know, but I don't know, I'm a Scorpio. I've got like 4 planets in Scorpio, and I dig deep, you know. I can't stand when things are shallow, when things are not talked about, when things are on the surface. I need things to be deep, and I miss that, you know. I think I used to have that with my grandfather. I don't know, maybe I'm digging somewhere where I shouldn't be, you know. Let me know if that's the case, because I can't see myself from the side, you know, and other people can see it better. Other people can, I don't know, I can just pour my heart out to you guys and be like, this is how I am. Perhaps you find something similar in yourself while listening to this. Hopefully you do. But yeah, these things, these kind of relationships, these are always the toughest, you know. And I think while your parents are still around, if they are, then it's important to, I don't know, it's important to dig into them, to find out what's really behind that, because you find out that you've been false, like you've been wrong, you know, you're not always right. But even that, if I find out that I was wrong during, as time passes by, I forget about it, you know. I still feel like I'm right, you know. And it's true, you know, it's like kids can see the fault of their parents, you know, but they can't see the fault of their own selves. So they need kids to point that out to them, but parents need to listen, you know. But they always say, you know, you once you have children, you'll understand, you know. I understand that once I have my own children, if I ever do, you know, I'll understand all the things that my parents did, you know, to me. But I doubt that I will have any children because I hardly can take care of myself. So, you know, I'm not up for bringing more life to this world. I'm more about making this life as quickly to end as quickly as possible. As depressing as that sounds, but I'm at that stage. I don't see joy in living life, you know. Like it's not a good state of mind to be in, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like I'm clinging onto things, like I'm trying to squeeze out something out of everything, like some joy out of doing, I don't know, simple things. Like this is joyful to me, even though I'm like considering whether it's a good thing or not that I upload these videos to you guys, because I don't sound my best in these, but the views are nice, so that's a good part. That's a good thing. So I'm sure you guys felt like this way before in your life. So this is one of those episodes where we remember the times when they are like this, and we try to cope. So I hope you can cope with me as well. But as always, I love you guys. Thank you for being on this walk and talk. Doesn't matter what stage in your life you are, doesn't matter what I just said, we will survive. We will pass through the dark times into the brighter ones. Life is not easy, so just living is already tough enough. So be brave. I consider it being brave, talking about these things, and you know, not hiding your pain. So sometimes I have to pour my heart out like this and just show the true colors that I have, and hopefully you can understand, because this is a safe space that I'm creating for all of you to feel enabled to talk about what you wish. So once again, I love you guys. Enjoy your day, morning, evening, nighttime, and I will catch you in the next one. Much love. Take care and peace.